coming to get you, Barbara.
Hey there everyone! Graveson, I'm here again, and we are going to bring you another reaction video.
Sure are.
Now, this one, I've seen, of course.
Standard, I have not.
My roommate has not, but she already knows what we're going to do tonight.
Yeah, he
What
warned me in advance. For like the first time in months.
What we're doing is Night of the Living Dead. Yes, we've done Return of the Living Dead. I felt we had to do the original. Also, it's public domain, which means we can show the whole thing. No editing required, so it's easier on me.
And dear Grave here gets a bit of a break in the editing department.
Takes a long ass time, and then you gotta wait for YouTube to clear the copyright bullshit, so...
And then on top of that, besides editing these videos, he does a shadowcast at a Rocky group. And he recently got a new camera, so he was playing photographer for them. So
and I had to edit photos
2,000
for that.
photos and go through...
I hate myself.
Yeah. So he's been doing a lot of editing, so...
I've been rather busy,
it's
so...
a good, easy way to take a break on you.
I felt I'd have a break right now, but... I feel like we can still do a classic.
And I haven't seen it.
And
I've wanted to see it.
Yeah. And I'm excited to show it to you. And for the next hour and a half, we will be watching Night of the Living Dead. We are glad that you are here to join us with this and to see what faces, strange noises, screams you may make. I never know. It could be something...
It could be anything, although I am still exhausted from Monday, so I may be a little bit more subdued.
Maybe this will get you, though.
Maybe it will. We'll find out.
This is like the granddaddy of the zombie film.
Okay.
You're like the originator. So, I'm excited for it.
Bring on the myrrh.
Bring on the myrrh.
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 Sorry, myrrh.
Myrrh. All right, here we go.
Go!
Play.
What does this remind me of? That opening noise, that's so very familiar. It's in a lot of movies from this time, isn't it?
This was like 68, so...
But that was a 60s movie thing, wasn't it? To have like this kind of weird noise at the beginning of it.
Maybe.
Because I definitely haven't seen this before. I know nothing about it. So it can't be that I've seen that.
Of the Living Dead.
Ooh, you use see-through letters.
So you can see it's the 4:3 aspect ratio. That's how it was originally shot.
Yep.
And it's in all black and white. Hell, we'll probably just do this video in black and white too. I'll just...
Man, I should have done my hair better for that.
It's okay. I'll do some editing. I'll make us look pretty or weird. I don't know.
I mean, we're already weird. I don't think you need help with that.
I don't have to edit a full video, so I can take some extra time just to play around a little bit with the color filters.
You exist pretty. You're gonna have to do some work for me, though.
You're pretty.
Some days. I wonder if this is the noise of that...
Pittsburgh, PA.
Oh, really?
That's where we're shot.
Huh. The noises, I wonder if that's what's made on that machine. That instrument thingy that I can never remember the name of.
Theremin? Is that what it's called? Or am I thinking of something else?
But you know what I mean, though. That's what they made the psycho noise on. The
I think that was just a violin.
No.
What?
No, there's a specific noise they use for, a specific instrument they use for horror films. I was looking one up, remember the one night? Because you wanted to know how much it was. And it was like several $100s for even the cheapest one. So, it's that thing.
That thing.
People in the YouTube world know because someone else commented on another video where we brought it up and
They
I
all
just can't
get the day
remember.
the time changes, the first day of summer.
What?
Well, it's 8 o'clock and it's still light.
A lot of good the extra daylight does us. Now, we've still got a 3-hour drive back. We're not going to be home until after midnight.
Well, if it really bugged you, Johnny, you wouldn't do it.
You think I want to blow Sunday on a scene like this? You know, I figure we're either going to have to move Mother out here or move the grave into Pittsburgh.
She can't make a trip like this.
Oh, sure that she can. Is there any of that candy left?
No.
Look at this thing. We still remember. I don't. You know, I don't even remember what the man looks like.
Johnny, it takes you 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes to put the wreath on the grave and 6 hours to drive back and forth. Mother wants to remember, so we trot 200 miles into the country and she stays at home.
Well, we're here, John, all right?
Ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen, we're coming back on the air after an interruption due to a technical problem.
You probably should have listened to that.
Nah, it was just technical problems. Nothing to worry about.
No, of course not.
There's nothing wrong with the radio. Must have been the station.
Which row is it in?
Interesting hairstyle.
60s.
I know, I just wonder how she does it.
There's no one around.
It's late. You got an hour earlier.
Oh, look, I only lost an hour's sleep on the time today.
I think you complain just to hear yourself talk. There it is.
Visiting his dad?
I think they said mother.
No, they said to move mother out here on the grave
Oh,
to
okay.
Pittsburgh, so she's at home.
I wonder what happened to the one from last year.
The
Each
cemetery
year we
workers
spend
take
good
those
money
away.
on these things. We come out here and the one from last year's gone.
Well, the flowers die, and the caretaker or somebody takes them away.
Yeah, we'll spit and polish and clean this up. Sell it next year. Wonder how many times we bought the same one. Hey, come on, Barb. Church was this morning, huh?
Why do I feel like that's not a man?
Hey, I mean, praying's for church, huh?
Just a regular
Come
man.
on.
I haven't seen you in church lately.
Well, not much
One day
sense in
when
my
they weren't
going to
driving
church. Do you remember one time when we were small, we were out here? It was from right over there.
Wife?
I jumped out at you from behind the tree, and
sister.
Grandpa
Sister.
got all excited. He
Yeah,
shook his
they were
fist at me, and he
small.
said, "Boy, give a them to hell!" Remember that? Right over there. Well, you used to really be scared.
Johnny,
You're still afraid.
stop it now. I mean it.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it.
Famous
You're
line.
ignorant.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're acting like a child.
They're coming for you. Look, there comes one of them now.
Still
He'll hear you.
Here he comes now. I'm getting out of it.
Johnny.
Gee, I hope you don't need those glasses. Did you just kill him by knocking his head on the tombstone?
Could be. He's not moving.
Baby girl, you better get back to the car. And ditch them shoes!
Yeah, this isn't Jurassic World. See that? She tripped. Running away.
Because of the shoes!
And also, horror movie cliche. Running away, you gotta trip. Is the car gonna start?
Please no keys.
No key. Oh.
he's gonna break the window. Get out!
Parking brake gonna roll it.
I mean, there are worse ideas. Eye on the road, dumbass! You were gonna give women a bad stereotype when it comes to drivers.
Surprisingly, this zombie's not real slow. It's got more of a like a jog to him.
It looks like he's freshly dead.
Yeah. You mostly remember this one, or most people remember this being like the slow moving zombies, but this guy's a little spry.
I'm telling you, but he's fresh. He's probably the caretaker. Somebody's house again. Open the door and go inside.
Well, she's running away in a panic.
Yeah, but that's how you meet Texas Chainsaw Massacres. Excuse me. Leatherfaces.
Someone's already trying to kill her.
And that means there can't be two? You tell me they can't team up? Or, you know, start fighting each other? Go look for a phone. Go look for a phone. Go look for a weapon.
Maybe some sneakers.
You're in a kitchen. Stay away from the goddamn windows!
She got a
Not
weapon.
gonna help you much, but it's better than nothing. There's a struggle here. Of course, there's a storm rolling in. Oh no, not heads of animals! You can find those in houses anywhere! Clothesline or telephone line?
Clothesline, I think.
Good girl, don't leave your weapon behind.
Yep. Guess it could have been a telephone line.
Maybe telephone lines aren't usually shaped like that. Ooh, night fell.
That was pretty damn fast.
One of them brother.
Her brother wasn't really like big, he was just plump dead.
Yeah, but they haven't really said how or why this is happening yet.
Maybe they will later.
Deal with the revulsion, baby. Go upstairs. Jesus Christ.
It's all right. Don't worry about him. I can handle him. Probably a lot more of them as soon as they find out about us.
This pump out here is locked. Is there a key? We can try to get out of here if we can get some gas. Is there a key?
It's not her house, bro.
Suppose let's try this. Do you live here?
No. She's in shock.
Totally.
We've got to get out of here. We have to get where there's other people. Maybe we better take some food. I'll see if I can find some food.
Why are you holding the knife by the blade? That's better. The thing upstairs is gonna move.
What's happening? What's happening?
Two of them. There are two of them out there. Have you seen any more around here? I can take care of those two.
I
know you're afraid, but we have
I don't know! I don't know! What's happening?
Yeah, just go outside and take care of it. It's fine. They don't like light. Better watch behind you, homeboy.
Yeah. It's more than one of them.
I'm guessing there's still more. I don't feel like you're gonna last. But one of you has to. You're the main characters.
Who do you think is the main character so far?
Either of them. Right now I'm feeling like it's the black dude though. Is that girl about to die? Dropped your tire iron, homeboy. It's not good.
Stuck him right through the brain.
Seemed to have worked really well.
they're coming.
Looks like everybody in town. Doesn't anybody there look like they've been dead long?
I know we're in here now.
And what are you getting into? Stay the fuck away from him!
It's the 60s. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Don't look at it.
Okay, that's true. It is old enough. This is still fresh. They don't know rules.
Scream wouldn't come out for another 28 years.
It's okay. At least these ones seem to be slow movers.
Yeah, I think by 68, the most intense horror film for our audience I've seen probably was around 61 when Psycho came out, so...
There you go. Light them on fire. That usually does it for zombies. Which means if you go in the house and make some torches, add some cooking oil, some rags,
Get a
some
flamethrower.
table legs. Yeah, because you know people just fucking have those in their houses.
Yeah. We should. I'd like a flamethrower.
I have a makeshift one upstairs. Someday we'll get you a real flamethrower.
Oh.
Get some more lights on in this house.
They'll just cut the power.
Got some tools. She's just palming the blade of that knife.
Surprised she hasn't cut herself yet.
She's somebody who has no idea what the hell to do in this type of situation.
It's fair. Any zombie movies out there to teach her.
Why don't you see if you can find some wood, some boards, something about a fireplace, something we can nail this place up. Look, I know you're afraid. I'm afraid too. But we have to try to board the house up together. Now, I'm going to board up the windows and the doors. You understand? We'll be all right here. We'll be all right here until someone comes to rescue us. But we'll have to work together. You'll have to help me. Now, I want you to go in and get some wood so I can board the place up. You understand? Okay? Okay?
She's just afraid to be on her own. Fuck if I don't blame her. Where's she gonna fight in wood? What you really need to do is look for you a way to make some fire in the form of torches, and you can get out of there. Well, he's smart.
Yeah, he's quite capable.
You shouldn't be able to do that. Are they gonna try coming down the chimney?
Santa zombies coming down a chimney near you.
You never know.
I've never seen that before, actually. I don't recall. So, it'd be amazing if they did. I'd ask how they got on the roof.
Ladders, If I was smart enough to break the window of a car, could be smart enough to find a ladder, climb on the roof.
She's helping.
Baby, there's already 2 nails in. You aren't gonna help him hold it tighter than he is. Shame we can't find some screws. That'd be better for you there.
That's wrong. Which one's the nails? Pick up the biggest ones you can find. This room looks pretty secure. If we have to, we can run in here and board up the doors. We'll be long before those things in fact pounding their way in here. They're afraid now.
Windows. There's
Very
windows in
far,
there.
I found that out.
The cricket is too loud.
It's the country. They're loud out there.
Not usually got a window being open.
Anyhow, that's where I found that truck I have out there. There's a
She's
radio
too
in the
close to
truck.
the window.
I jumped in to listen to it. And a big gasoline truck came screaming right across the road. But there must have been 10, 15 of those things chasing after it. Grabbing and holding on. And I didn't see them at first. I could just see that the truck was moving in a funny way.
That's
Those
a
things
window.
catching up to it.
It's gonna come through the window.
Expecting
Too
bad
many
things to happen.
windows.
Right across the road. Slammed on my brakes to keep from hitting it myself. It went right through the guardrail. I guess the driver must have cut off the road into that gas station by Beekman's Diner. It went right through the billboard, ripped over a gas pump, and never stopped moving. By now it's like a moving bonfire. Didn't know if the truck was going to explode or what.
Just move that piano in front of those windows. At least one of them.
This thing is just backing away from it. I looked back at the diner to see if there was anyone there who could help me. And so I noticed that the entire place had been encircled. There wasn't a sign of life left, except by now there were no more screams. I realized that I was alone with 50 or 60 of those things, just standing there, staring at me. I started to drive. I just plowed right through them. They didn't move, they didn't run, or just stood there, staring at me. Just wanted to crush them. They scattered through the air like bugs.
We were riding in the cemetery. Johnny and me. Johnny. We came to put a wreath on my father's grave.
Brother.
Yep.
Johnny and he said, "Can I have some candy, Barbara?" We didn't have any. And oh, it's hot in here. Hot. And he said, "Oh, it's late. Why did we start so late?" And I said, "Johnny, if you'd gotten up earlier, we wouldn't be late." Johnny asked me if I were afraid. And I said, "I'm not afraid, Johnny." And then this man started walking up the road. He came slowly, and Johnny kept teasing me and saying, "He's coming to get you, Barbara." And I laughed at him and said, "Johnny, stop it." And then Johnny ran away. And I went up to this man, and I was going to apologize.
Why don't you just keep calm?
And I looked up, and I said, "Goody." And he grabbed me. He grabbed me, and he ripped at me. He held me, and he ripped at my clothes.
I think you should just calm down.
Oh, I screamed, "Johnny! Johnny, help me! Oh, help me!" And he wouldn't let me go. He ripped. And then Johnny came and he ran and he fought this man. And I got so afraid. I ran. And Johnny didn't come. We had to wait for Johnny.
And Johnny's dead.
We better go out and get him. We have to go out and get Johnny. He's out there. Please, don't you hear me? We've got to go out and get him. Please! We have got to go get Johnny! Get Johnny! Please help me! Please!
Don't you know what's going on out there? This is no Sunday school picnic.
Don't you understand? My brother is alone!
Your brother is dead.
No! My brother is not dead! Oh. Oh.
You punched her?
She's acting hysterical.
Okay, so slap her, but punching her? It's a bit much.
Maybe it was instinct.
Instinct. Something's wrong with her.
Because of the obvious threat to untold numbers of citizens, and because of the crisis which is even now developing, this radio station will remain on the air day and night. This station and hundreds of other radio and TV stations throughout this part of the country are pooling their resources through an emergency network hookup to keep you informed of all developments. At this hour, we repeat, these are the facts as we know them. There is an epidemic of mass murder being committed by a virtual army of unidentified assassins. The murders are taking place in villages, cities, rural homes, and suburbs with no apparent pattern or reason for the slayings. It seems to be a sudden, general explosion of mass homicide. We have some descriptions of the assassins. Eyewitnesses say they are ordinary-looking people. Some say they appear to be in a kind of trance. Others describe them as being So, at this point, there is no really authentic way for us to say who or what to look for and guard yourself against. Misshapen monsters. Reaction of law enforcement officials is one of complete bewilderment at this hour. So far, we have been unable to determine that any kind of organized
Fire.
investigation is yet underway.
Use all of it
Police,
now, Buckaroo.
sheriff's deputies, and emergency
Use your
ambulances
torches.
are literally deluged with calls
Or
for
just seem to
help.
be your best bet
Scenes
here.
best be described as mayhem. Mayors of Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and Miami, along with the governors of several eastern and midwestern states, have indicated
Oh, you planning ahead. Are we gonna make a torch? Good boy. Make
Look at
more than
that.
one.
Thousands of office and factory workers are being urged to stay at their places of employment, not to make any attempt to get to their homes. However, in spite of this urgent warning, streets and highways are packed with frantic people trying to reach their families or apparently to flee just anywhere. We repeat, the safest course of action at this time is simply to
Maybe
stay
heading out to try to get something? Scared him away?
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just received word that the President has called a meeting of his cabinet to deal with the sudden epidemic of murder which has seized the eastern third of this nation. The meeting is scheduled to convene within the hour. Members of the presidential cabinet will be joined by officials of the FBI and joint teams behind closed doors. The White House spokesman, in announcing this conference, says there will be an official announcement as soon as possible following that meeting. This is the latest dispatch just received in our newsroom. Latest word also from National Press Services in Washington, D.C. now tells us that the emergency presidential conference, which we just mentioned, will include high-ranking scientists from the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. The extent of this latest meeting was that members of this cabinet, the FBI,
Is that a basement?
joint chiefs of staff, and scientists from NASA within the hour. All radio and TV stations across the country, including to which you're listening, have joined their facilities in an emergency network to bring you this news as it develops. We urge you to stay tuned to radio and TV and to stay indoors at all costs. Late reports reaching this newsroom tell of frightened people seeking refuge in churches, schools, and government buildings, demanding shelter and protection from the wholesale murder which apparently is engulfing much of the nation. Law enforcement officials are at a loss to explain or even to theorize other reasons for this murder. So far,
Smart man board up all the windows. Using interior doors isn't a terrible idea.
You need to smoke.
Here it's stress relieving. Seems fishy.
Hey!
Found a gun.
Got himself a gun.
Have any shells?
I found a gun and some bullets out there. Well, these.
Became clear we were facing some kind of national emergency. When first reports began filtering in, newsmen and law enforcement agencies were of the opinion
This place is boarded up pretty solid now.
Except that window.
We gotta be all right here for a while.
dramatically. It was soon apparent
We have a gun and bullets, food and radio.
an obscure kind of conspiracy.
Sooner or later, someone bound to come and get us out.
Creatures from outer space. So again, we join with law enforcement agencies, urging you to seek shelter in a building. Lock the doors and windows securely.
Yeah, that's us. We're doing all right.
Indian suspicious strangers. And keep tuned to your radio and television for survival instructions and further details of this continuing story.
Look, I don't know if you're hearing me,
In the absence of any
but I'm going upstairs now.
it's almost as though some critical balance
If anything should try to break in here, I can hear it from up there. I'll be down to take care of it. Everything is all right for now. I'll be back to reinforce the windows and doors later. But you'll be all right for now, okay? Okay.
Civil defense officials in Cumberland have told newsmen that murder victims show evidence of having been partially devoured by their murderers.
Devoured.
Brains.
Not yet, not yet.
Well, if they're partially devoured, everybody knows they're going for the head. It's a zombie movie.
They're just flesh eaters in this one. Remember, Return of the Living Dead is when they
That's
got the brains. Yes. Every other zombie movie is just the flesh. Mostly.
Interesting. Does it make it more like a lick? That must feast on living flesh?
Consistent reports from witnesses to the effect that people who acted as though they were in a kind of trance were killing and eating their victims prompted authorities to examine the bodies of some of the victims. Medical authorities in Cumberland have concluded that in all cases, the killers are eating the flesh of the people they murdered. Repeating this latest bulletin just received moments ago from Cumberland, Maryland, civil defense authorities have told newsmen that murder victims show evidence of having been partially devoured by their murderers. Medical examination of victims' bodies shows conclusively that the killers are eating the flesh of the people they kill.
Nom, 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 nom.
And so this incredible story becomes more ghastly with each report. It's difficult to imagine such a thing actually happening, but these are the reports we have been receiving and passing on to you. Reports which have been verified as completely as is possible in this confused situation. It is happening, and it would appear that no one is safe from this wave of mass murder.
Bloody hell.
Normal people!
Well, where did they come from?
Outside.
Don't shoot! We're from town. A radio.
Butler. That's where my family is. Butler County.
No further details available at this time.
How you guys been down there? I could use some help up here.
That's the cellar. It's the safest place.
You mean you didn't hear the racket we were making up there?
Didn't
How
hear
were we
them?
supposed to know what was going on? Could have been those things for all we knew.
That girl was screaming. Sure, you must know what a girl screaming sounds like. Those things don't make any noise. Anybody would know somebody ever needed help.
Look, it's kind of hard to hear what's going on from down there.
We thought we could hear screams, but for all we knew, that could have meant those things were in the house afterward.
And you wouldn't come up and help.
Well, if there were more.
That racket sounded like the place was being ripped apart. How were we supposed to know what was going on?
Now wait a minute. You just got finished saying you couldn't hear from down there. Now you say it sounded like the place was being ripped apart. It would be nice if you get your story straight, man.
All right, now you tell me. I'm not going to take that kind of a chance when we got a safe place. We luck into a safe place, and you're telling us we got to risk our lives just because somebody might need help, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, why don't we settle this?
Look, mister, we came up. Okay, we're here. Now I suggest we all go back downstairs before any of those things find out we're in here.
You got the whole place worked out?
You're insane. The cellar's the safest place.
I'm telling you, they can't get in here.
And I'm telling you, those things turned over our car. We were damn lucky to get away at all. Now you tell me those things can't get through this lousy pile of wood?
His wife and kids come upstairs. Kids are hurt.
Well, I still think they're better off up here.
We could straighten everything up, Mr. Cooper.
With all of us working, we can fix this place up in no time. We have everything we need up here.
We can take all that stuff downstairs with us. Man, you're really crazy, you know that? You got 1,000,000 windows up here. All these windows, you're gonna make them strong enough to keep these things out.
I mean, he's
Told
not
you those things don't have any strength. I smashed 3 of them and pushed another one out the door.
Did you hear me when I told you they turned over our car?
Oh, hell, any good 5 men can do that.
That's my point. Only there's not going to be 5 or even 10. There's going to be 20, 30, maybe 100 of those things. And as soon as they know we're here, this place is going to be crawling with them.
Well, after that, man, they'll probably get us wherever we are.
Look, the cellar. The cellar, there's only one door, right? Just one door, that's all we have to protect. Paul and I fixed it so it locks and boards from the inside.
Well, then
But
go
up
down
here,
and
all
board
these
it up
windows,
yourself.
Why, we never know where they were going to hit us next.
You got a point, Mr. Cooper. But down in the cellar, there's no place to run to. I mean, if they did get in, there'd be no back exit. We'd be done for. We can get out of here if we have to. And we got windows to see what's going on outside. But down there with no windows, if a rescue party did come, we wouldn't even know it.
Makes a good point. Send the women and children downstairs.
Cellar's a death trap.
I don't know, Mr. Cooper. I think he's right. You know how many's out there?
Maybe 6 or 7.
Look, you two can do whatever you like. I'm going back down to the cellar, and you better decide. Because I'm going to board up that door, and I'm not going to unlock it again no matter what happens.
Now, wait a minute, Mr. Cooper.
No, I'm not going to wait. I've made my decision, now you make yours.
Now, wait a minute. Let's think about this. We can make it to the cellar if we have to. And if we do decide to stay down there, we'll need some things from up here. So let's at least consider this a while.
If you box yourself in the cellar and those things get in the house, you've had it. At least up here you have a fighting chance.
Yeah, it looks like about 8 or 10 out there now.
That's more than there were. There are a lot out back, too.
I knew that was coming. Step back, point, aim, and shoot, bro. It's a rifle. It's a ranged weapon.
It's all right.
It's a rifle! Oh my god.
Aim for the head. The head.
Step back and aim. You fucking do this.
Kill the brain, kill the ghoul. There you go.
Naked girl?
Naked.
In the 60s?
Bottom.
Boobies.
Titties.
We found a bug.
It's life.
We gotta fix these boards.
Consume.
You're crazy. Those things are going to be at every window and door in this place. We've got to get down into the cellar.
Go down in that damn cellar. Get out of here!
I'm taking the girl with me.
Leave her here. Keep your hands off her. And everything else that's up here, too. Because if I stay up here, I'm fighting for everything up here. The radio and the food is part of what I'm fighting for. Now, if you're going down the cellar, get.
The man's insane. He's insane. We've got to have food down there. We've got a right.
This is your house.
We've got a right.
You going down there with him?
Well,
Yes or no? This is your last chance. No beating around the bush.
Listen, I got a kid down there. She can't possibly. I couldn't bring her up here. She can't possibly take all the racket, those things smashing through the windows.
Well, you're her father. If you're stupid enough to go die in that trap, that's your business. However, I am not stupid enough to follow you. It is tough for the kid that her old man is so stupid. Now, get the hell down in the cellar. You can be the boss down there. I'm boss up here.
You bastards. You know, I want to open this door again. I need it.
Mr. Cooper, with your help, we can...
With my help.
Let him go, man. His mind is made up. Just let him go.
Wait a minute. Judy, come on up here, honey.
His wife?
We're gonna let them get her too, huh?
His wife or girl.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
we stick together, man. We can fix it up real good. There's lots of places we can run to up here. Mr. Cooper, we'd all be a lot better off if all three of us were working together.
Kid?
He's wrong, you know. I'm not boxing myself in down there.
I mean, there's no guarantee that you would be safe.
Well, we're safe now. It's boarded up tight.
What about Tom and Judy?
They want to stay up there, let them.
What was he holding?
There are 2 other people upstairs, a man and a girl.
We heard you screaming.
Yeah, but I didn't know who they were, and I wasn't about to take any unnecessary chances.
Of course not, Harry.
Is she all right?
I don't know what it is. She feels warm. Maybe it's shock.
Where'd you get the bandage?
Some laundry in a basket. I tore a sheet.
Let them stay upstairs. Let them. Too many ways those monsters can get in up there. We'll see who's right.
Yeah?
We'll see when they
Where's
come.
the
Maybe
storm
we let them
door?
in down here.
That's important, isn't it?
What?
To be right, everybody else to be wrong.
What do you mean by that?
Does anyone up there know why we're being attacked?
Whatever it isn't just happening here. It's some kind of mass murder. It's going on everywhere. The radio said to stay inside.
Radio?
Radio upstairs. I heard a news bulletin.
There's a radio upstairs and you boarded us in down here?
I know what I'm doing.
What did it say?
Nothing. Nothing. They don't know anything yet. There's mass murder everywhere, and people are supposed to look for a safe place to hide.
Take the boards off that door.
We are staying down here, Helen.
Harry, that radio is at least some kind of communication. If the authorities know what's happening, well, they'll send people for us to tell us what to do. How are we going to know what's going on if we lock ourselves in this dungeon?
Father knows best.
We may not enjoy living together, but dying together isn't going to solve anything. Those people aren't our enemies. Let's go up. Tom? If Judy would come downstairs for a few minutes, Harry and I could come upstairs.
We do.
Good girl. You did it.
Look, honey, nothing's to be done. And,
Raven sat in her bed. It was rather noisy.
Her bed's on top of the landing. It's a thick bed.
Okay, open up.
Why do I feel like the kiddo got bit?
It seems like
Good care of her, Helen.
that would be the scenario from what I'm seeing. Bandage on the arm. What could have possibly happened?
Upstairs now.
Odds are. She got attacked, got bit, and she made turn.
Poor Judy's gonna get it.
She's just spaced the fuck out.
Hey, give me a hand with this thing.
I gotta go help Ben with the television.
Don't be afraid of me. I'm Helen Cooper, Harry's wife.
You afraid of the fire?
This place is ridiculous.
Thank you.
Look at this. There's a million weak spots up here. Give me one of those.
Her brother was killed.
They talk about these windows. I can't see a damn thing. There could be 15 million of those things out there. That's how much
Sure.
these windows are.
15 million. All coming
Awesome.
after him.
With
Why don't you do something to help somebody?
baby innards and bad people and
Drag a couple of those chairs together.
Hey,
There's a socket over here.
the TV.
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 Or it'll short the entire house
Now,
out.
you better watch this and try to understand what's going on. I don't want anyone's life on my hands.
Is there anything I can do?
I don't want to hear any more from you, mister. If you stay up here, you take orders from me, and that includes leaving the girl alone.
It's on, it's on.
There's no sound. Play with the revenues.
Reports, incredible as they seem, are not the results of mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria. What do they think? We're imagining all this?
Shut up! In all parts of the country. The wave of murder which is sweeping the eastern third of the nation is being committed by creatures who feast upon the flesh of their victims. First eyewitness accounts of this grisly development came from people who were understandably frightened and almost incoherent. Officials and newsmen at first discounted those eyewitness descriptions as being beyond belief. However, the reports persisted. Medical examinations of some of the victims bore out the fact that they had been partially devoured. I think we have some late word just arriving, and we're up to bring this to you. This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. A widespread investigation of reports from funeral homes, morgues, and hospitals has concluded that the unburied dead are coming back to life and seeking human victims. It's hard for us here to
Oh, she's dead.
believe what we're reporting to you, but it does seem to be a fact. When this emergency first began, radio and television was advising people to stay inside, behind locked doors for safety. Well, that situation has now changed, and we're able to report a definite course of action for you. Civil defense machinery has been organized to provide rescue stations with food, shelter, medical treatment, and protection by armed National Guardsmen. Stay tuned to the broadcasting stations in your local area for this list of rescue stations. This list will be repeated throughout our news coverage. Look for the name of the rescue station nearest you and make your way to that location as soon as possible.
So we have that truck. If we can get some gas, we can get out of here.
There's a pump out by the shed.
I know that's why I pulled in here, but it's locked.
Called this afternoon by the Vice President. Since convening this conference of the Presidential Cabinet, the FBI, Joint Chiefs of Staff, CIA, has not produced any public information. Why are space experts being consulted about an Earth-bound emergency? So far, all the betting on the answer to that question centers on the recent Explorer satellite shot to Venus. That satellite, you'll recall, started back to Earth, but never got here. That's the space vehicle which orbited Venus and then was purposely destroyed by NASA when scientists discovered it was carrying a mysterious high-level radiation with it. Could that radiation be somehow responsible for the wholesale murders we're now suffering?
Venus
Newsman
radiation.
Don Quinn in Washington has posed those
It's
questions.
obvious our best move is to try to get out of here.
How are you going to get over to that pump?
Look.
You're coming from a meeting regarding the explosion of the Venus probe, is that right?
Yes, that was the subject of the meeting.
You feel there is a connection between this and the phenomenon?
There's a definite connection.
In other words, you feel that the radiation on the Venus probe is enough to cause these mutations?
There was a very high degree of radiation.
Well, just a minute.
I'm not sure that that's certain at all. I don't think that has been
logical explanation that we
have at this time.
In other words, it is the military's viewpoint that the radiation is not the cause of the mutation.
I can't speak for the entire military at this time, gentlemen. I must disagree with these gentlemen presently until this is irrefutably proved.
Everything is being done that can be done.
We'll have to hurry for our next meeting now.
Professor, you feel that there is a definite connection between... Definite connection as far as Dr. Keller and myself.
Doctor, please. I thought we decided that is not proved yet.
Was the satellite, when the satellite was exploded?
Unusual amount of radiation, enough to cause mutation under certain circumstances.
Could have had
a bearing on it.
It does seem to have a bearing.
Will there be a...
Suicide doors.
Later.
Yeah.
You're welcome to reply.
Yes.
Later this afternoon. There will be a report this afternoon.
Perhaps there will
Yes,
be a report.
yes.
A later report.
We are doing everything possible to solve the problem.
Well, we got some further explanation of this.
We've heard all we need to know. We have to try to get out of here.
He said the rescue stations had doctors and medical supplies. If we could get Karen there, we could get help for her.
Is one of the world's foremost authorities on space science and technology.
Willard. I saw a sign that said Willard.
It's only about 17 miles from here.
You know this area. You from around here?
Judy and I are both from around here. We were on our way up to the lake to go swimming. And Judy had a radio, and we heard the first reports about this. So we knew the old house was here, and we came in and found the lady upstairs dead. Then these other people came. We went down into the basement and put a bar across the door, and it is pretty strong.
How could we possibly get away from here? We've got a sick child, 2 women, 1 woman out of her head, 3 men, and the place is surrounded with these things.
Dr. Grimes, your entire staff, I know, has been working very hard to find some solution to these things that are happening. Do you have any answers at this time?
Yes, we have some answers. But first, let me stress the importance of seeking medical attention for anyone who's been injured in any way. We don't know yet what complications might result from such injury.
How bad has your kid been hurt?
Now, how about the basic
Look, you go down there and tell... Is her name Judy? Yeah, you tell Judy to come up here and you stay with the kid, all right?
In the cold room at the university, we had a cadaver from which all 4 limbs had been amputated. Sometime early this morning, it opened its eyes and began to move its trunk. It was dead, but it opened its eyes and tried to move.
They want you upstairs. Did she ask for me?
She didn't do anything.
I don't understand.
Baby. Mommy.
I heard.
I'll come back down as soon as I find out what they want.
Thank you, Judy.
The body should be disposed of at once, preferably by cremation.
Well, how long after death, then, does the body become reactivated?
It's only a matter of minutes.
Minutes? Well, that doesn't give people time to make any arrangements.
Oh, you're right. It doesn't give them time to make funeral arrangements.
Getting a little hot, so I need
Bodies
some
must be
refreshment.
carried to the street and burned.
If you would like to sponsor us, we would be happy to talk about you every episode.
The bereaved will have to forego the dubious comforts that a funeral service will give. They're just dead flesh
Not that I care.
and dangerous.
But this is awesome. Liquid.
This is the lime
Is there a fruit cellar
kind.
here?
It's the sparkling water, but it's like the best of the sparkling waters. You tried them all now.
Hey, there's a big can
It's
of
not bad.
kerosene.
Get it at 7-Eleven.
I'll see what I can find.
I'll look for the bottles.
Sometimes you find it at
There's a big
Walmart.
key ring down there.
Sprouts.
Or maybe a key to the gas pump on it.
I'll check. We can toss the
I feel like the daughter's dead.
upstairs. Meantime, a couple of us
And
can go
she's
out and try
about
to
to
get the gas
turn.
and come back for the rest of the people.
But that'll leave the door open someplace.
That'd be what I would do.
That's right. Better be this door. It's closer to the truck. Before we go, we'll put some supplies behind the cellar door. While we're gone, the rest of you can hold up in there.
I found some fruit jars in the cellar. And there's a key on here that's labeled for the gas pump out back.
And I'm not really that used to the truck. I found it abandoned.
I can handle the truck, no sweat.
You're it then. You and I'll go.
Who's taking the gun?
We'll put whatever lumber we find behind the cellar door. You can go upstairs and toss the cocktails from a window. Tom, you and I will have to unboard this door. After you toss the cocktails, you hustle back down here and lock this door. It's no good to board it up because we'll have to get back in quickly. After we get the gas and get back into the house, then we'll worry about getting everybody into the truck. Now let's move it.
I know where Newcastle is too.
Well, you know where to get to your rescue stations.
Nope, none of those were anywhere near my family. They're in Zillionople.
You always have a smile
That's
for
a
me.
word.
That is a word.
How many do you have done?
Hey, girl.
Come on, honey, we gotta move.
Tom, are you sure about the phone?
The phone is dead out. All you get is a recorded message.
If I could only call the folks. They're going to be so worried about us.
Everything will be all right. As soon
The
as we
folks
get
are
to
probably
Willard, we'll call them. They might even be there.
I know. Tom, are you sure we're doing the right thing, Tom?
What, about getting out of here?
Yeah.
Well, the television said that's the right thing to do. We've got to get to a rescue station.
I don't know.
Come on, you're starting to sound like Mr. Cooper now.
Why do you have to go out there?
Look, I know how to handle that truck, and I can handle the pump.
How are you
They
gonna
don't know
handle the
anything
truck
about
without
that stuff.
headlights?
But we're safe in here.
For how long, honey? We're safe now. But there's going to be more and more of those things.
I know all that.
Listen. Remember when we had the big flood? Remember how difficult it was for us to convince you that it was right to leave? Remember we had to go to Willard then? This isn't a passing thing, honey. It's not like just a wind passing through. We've got to do something, and fast.
I just don't want you to go out there, that's all.
Hey, smile. There's that big smile for me. Boy, you're showing no use at all, aren't you? We've got work to do. Me, and you.
Can't kiss on screen. None of that.
They can kiss.
Not according to that shot.
We better get her downstairs.
We have to go downstairs now, Barbara.
She's right. You have to go downstairs now, just for a little while, until we get back. Then we can all leave.
Oh, I'd like to leave. Yes.
Didn't he put shoes on her?
Yeah, I should have.
Good luck.
Yeah.
You ready upstairs? Yeah. Okay, toss 'em.
Yeah.
Molotov.
What did they say they were filling it with?
I do not remember. Something that burns.
Well, I mean, dynamite fire.
Ah, let's set one on fire.
You dipshit girl!
Well, she coming, come on.
You hold the torch. Oh my god! Put the rifle on your shoulder! Use fucking aim!
He's not used to holding a gun.
It's the 60s. There's nobody not used to holding a gun. Attaboy, let them all on fire. That is smart.
It's a solid plan right now.
It'd be even smarter if you took some of the fruit jars with you. Filled them with gasoline to throw it in. If you throw the gasoline in an arc, it gets more people covered and then light them on fire.
Come on! This key won't work. Watch it.
Yeah, shoot the fucking gas. That's a good idea.
Well.
Jesus goddamn Christ. Now you've lit the truck on fire. Good job. That'll help.
Gotta get away from the pump.
Well, you fucked that up.
He's not stupid. He's breaking the fire.
Hang on.
What is this therapy option? Hey, Boo. You got yourself a flamethrower.
Let's get out of here. Come on, come on.
Ditch the damn jacket!
Too late. They done load up.
At least they're not coming back as zombies.
They ain't driving anywhere.
I wonder if he is.
I don't think he knows about the head yet.
He does know about the head. He's the one that figured it out. What he needs to do is go grab that gas pump and hold the torch in front of it. Shoot the fire at them!
Now we'll just wave the flaming stick at them.
I mean, you could outrun them. What the hell's the matter with you? Open the damn door!
Now that we're secure, I'm gonna punch you.
You tried to kill him.
Not really tried to kill him, he just didn't try to save him.
Which is death by neglect.
Yeah, just as bad.
It's murder by neglect.
Drag you out there and feed you those things.
What do you
Barbecue.
Guess it had to be basically incinerated.
No. No. An intestine. Liver.
Oh, that's gross. So gross.
Oh, there's a hand. Finger food.
Wait till break of day.
Isn't it 3 o'clock yet? There's supposed to be another broadcast at 3 o'clock.
10 minutes.
Oh, only 10 more minutes? We don't have very long to wait. We can leave. Well, we better leave soon. It's 10 minutes to 3.
You know anything about this area at all? I mean, is Willard the nearest town?
I don't know.
Look around the house, see if there's a map.
We were just trying to get to a motel before dark.
You said those things turned your car over. You think we can get it back on its wheels and drive it? Where is it?
Seems like it was pretty far away. Seems like we ran.
Forget it. It's at least a mile.
Johnny has the keys.
You're gonna carry that child a mile through that army of things out there?
I can carry the kid. What's wrong with her? How'd she get hurt?
One of those things grabbed her.
Bit her on the arm.
What's wrong?
Who knows what kind of disease those things carry? Is she conscious?
Barely.
She can't walk. She's too weak.
Well, one of us could try to get to the car.
You gonna turn it over by yourself?
You can't start the car. Johnny has the keys.
You have a car? Where? Where is it?
You won't be able to start it.
Yeah, I know. But where is it?
Good Lord.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Being monitored
Probably
closely
just
by
chicken.
scientists at all the radiation detection stations. At this hour, they report the level of the mysterious radiation continues to increase steadily. So long as this situation remains, government spokesmen warn that dead bodies will continue to be transformed into the flesh-eating ghouls. All persons who die during this crisis, from whatever cause, will come back to life to seek human victims unless their bodies are first disposed of by cremation. Our news cameras have just returned from covering such a search and destroy operation against the ghouls, this one conducted by Sheriff Colin McClellan in Butler County, Pennsylvania. So now let's go to that film report. All law enforcement agencies and the military have been organized to search out and destroy the marauding ghouls. The Survival Command Center at the Pentagon has disclosed that a ghoul can be killed by a shot in the head or a heavy
So
blow
what you're
to
saying
the
is he
skull.
rounded up the good old boys.
Officials are quoted as explaining that since
Anybody's
the
got a
brain of
gun,
ghoul has
let's
been
go
activated by
hunting.
the radiation, the plan is kill the brain and you kill the ghoul.
Kill the brain, and you kill the ghoul.
No, we're all right.
Bring out your sharpshooters.
Hey, Cat, put that thing all the way in the fire. We don't want it getting up again.
Chief McClellan, how's everything going?
Oh, things aren't going too bad. Men are taking it pretty good. You want to get on the other side of the road over there?
Chief,
Well, we killed 19 of them today right in this area. Those last 3 we caught trying to claw their way into an abandoned shed. They must have thought somebody was in there. There wasn't, though. We heard them making all kind of noise. We came over and beat them off, blasting them down. Yeah, okay.
Chief, if I were surrounded by 6 or 8 of these things, would I stand a chance with them?
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot them in the head. That's a sure way to kill them. If you don't, get yourself a club or a torch. Beat them or burn them. They go up pretty easy.
Well, Chief McClellan, how long do you think it will take you until you get the situation under control?
Well, that's pretty hard to say. We don't know how many of them there are. We know when we find them, we can kill them.
Are they slow moving, Chief?
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
Well, in time, would you
All
say
messed
that
up.
we can wrap this up in 24 hours?
Well, we don't really know. We know we'll be into it most of the night, probably into the early morning. We're working our way toward Willard, and we'll team up with the National Guard over there, and then we'll be able to give you a more definite view.
Thank you very much, Chief McClellan. This is Bill Cardell, WIC TV 11 News.
Thank you, Bill, for that report.
I think it looked like it was daylight, but it's not daylight there.
Just how long it may take to kill off.
Yeah, because if that was live,
As long as the heavy rain.
it makes no sense. It's an inconsistency in this low-budget
Is the fuse
film.
box in the cellar?
I don't know. Isn't the fuse? The power lines are down. Hell, I have to get that gun.
Haven't you had enough?
But 2 people are dead already on account of that guy. Take a look out that window. Click it.
Do you hate that about black and white movies? It's hard to tell what time of day it is.
Considering how this is called Night of the Living Dead, I'm going to assume it's all over one night. But you're alright, that TV broadcast.
Will you step back and start shooting?
You're alright, that TV broadcast wasn't consistent being a day. He just wants your gun.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You want to stay up here now? Hello? Get this out. Get this out now. Move!
What good does that do? Now you have another dead body! Why did you stay there? You could have left. You could have moved. You could still.
I guess you just pissed Ben off one too many times.
There's a good zombie weapon.
A hatchet? No. Oh, are you taking action now?
Go get yourselves out of the house. Sit up on the roof. I don't think they could get up there. That was horrible though.
I think that was on Bravo's scary moment list. I'm not mistaken, but I think it was. It was. Also, I think I was chocolate syrup. Most likely. Oh!
Johnny's got the keys.
He did come back.
Come on, Ben, run upstairs. Or is just nobody gonna survive? Oh, did you forget that Mommy and Daddy are down there?
He has nowhere else to go. Well, they're kind of surrounding him. You're point blank! Yeah, waste all your ammo. Great idea. You gonna wait till Mom rises too, or are you just gonna pout? You're always so judgmental of the people in these horror films.
But I have good reason. Yeah, baby.
I think he's experiencing despair right now.
It's daytime. You're right, I shouldn't be so judgmental of folks. They're just learning.
They don't know.
They don't know.
And they're all panicking. In a real life death situation, you really will panic.
Yeah, I know.
The brain has a tendency to stop working in those moments, and that becomes basic instinct, fight or flight. There's the ghoul posse. Ghoul posse. Hunt down and kill all the ghouls. It's the thing with zombie films. Most of the time they're not called zombies, they're called something else.
I think a zombie and a ghoul are pretty similar.
Yep.
I've always been told that ghouls are really, really tough zombies. So it's not, you know, stupid to call it a ghoul, I think.
Doggies.
Why are we bringing in doggies? Oh, cadaver dogs. So sniff the fuckers up.
Hey, Vince, Al, you want to get about 4 or 5 men and a couple dogs? There's a house over here behind those trees. We want to go check it out. Fine, you go here, Bill.
Yeah, Chief, we're going to stay with it till we meet up with the National Guard.
Where'd you get the coffee?
One of the volunteers, you're doing all the work, you take.
Thank you. We should be wrapped up here about 3 or 4 more hours. We'll probably get into Willard then. I guess you can go over there and meet the National Guard. Nick, you and the rest of these men want to come with me?
They'll go and checking off to see what's happening. All right, Steve, tell them we're going to stay with it, and everything appears to be under control.
All them cadaver dogs know what they're sniffing. They're all probably hiding. Poor guy's gotta be exhausted.
Been up all night.
They need you down there by the barn. Follow the wagon down. I only need a few men to check out the house.
No, you don't.
Somebody had a cookout here, Vince.
Yeah, it sure looks like it, Tom.
So, you know, those folks have gotten real good at aiming for the head.
Boom. Headshot.
He's gonna run out and they're gonna shoot him.
Maybe, maybe not.
Ladies and gentlemen, get up here. Nick, Tony, Steve, you want to get out in that field and build me a bonfire? You, drag that out of here and throw it on the fire.
Nothing down here.
All right, go ahead down and give him a hand. Let's go check out the house.
There's something there. I heard a noise.
All right, man, hit him in the head, right between the eyes.
Good job.
Good
Hit a
shot.
living person first.
Okay, he's dead. Let's go get him. That's another one for the fire.
It's another one for the fire. A shock ending.
I'd have yelled and set him alive.
Keep those dogs back off of those things.
That would have been a smart thing to do when you realize they're shooting. Oh, people, scream out. Instead, he was overly cautious, and they're like, oh, that's another ghoul.
So that was like Night of the Living Dead.
I like the use of the still images over the credits, showing you just the aftermath. the bonfire. The end.
So that was the infamous.
So,
I guess
yes.
it's not infamous. It's pretty famous.
That
actually.
was the famous, well-known, classic Night of the Living Dead by director George A. Romero. And what are our thoughts?
I think for the time it was very well done. I mean, people, again, I judge people too harshly based on what I would do in a movie, and it's a terrible idea, especially watching movies from the 60s where they thought differently.
Mm.
Yes, I have flaws. Okay. Though, for the 60s, that guy had a lot of good, smart resource skills that were very clever. I think the only thing, if I were in that situation, I would have done differently was they're on the ground. Block the stairs and go upstairs. Because what they're not going to do is they're not going to try and burn the house down, being afraid of fire. Plus, if they were on the roof, coppers would have seen, hey, we're alive.
Going on the roof.
I do think,
Probably a good idea if
though,
you could get on there.
if she
by the
hadn't
way.
been attacked by her brother, that girl would have turned into a zombie. She was in too much shock. I think the shock theoretically could have given her a heart attack and killed her, and no one would have known.
That would have been surprising. Be a twist.
But, well, we'll never know because it didn't happen. And she got et by her own brother.
Nom.
Now, see, that's one thing. If that were me, I'd have just gotten pissed off that my brother had the audacity. And yeah. But then again, I'm not a girl from the 60s, and I could kick some more ass than that.
They're coming to get you, Barbara. That's one of the big lines.
I know.
They're coming to get you.
Uh-huh. Anyway. It was really good. And for a first flick zombie film, that was really groundbreaking. It was very smart how it was done. I like that the survivors weren't completely helpless, that they tried multiple options.
It's unfortunate that because of copyright laws at the time when I think they changed the title from something else, but when they did that, they forgot to put the little copyright logo or symbol on the front, which isn't the law today, but then it was. If you didn't have it, then it goes in the public domain, which is what happened.
I was wondering about that, 'cause it's from 1968.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be public domain yet.
Yeah, so that's how it fell into the public domain. That's how it actually became really popular as well, because anybody could play it. So,
Every movie theater in the country was like, yes, give me all of this.
every drive-in movie theater.
That too.
Yeah, but eventually he would go on to create the sequels. There's some Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead, Diary of the Dead, I think Survival of the Dead. He did quite a few Dead films. I've only seen the first 4. But yeah, so popular series, and this was the start of it all. Like, if you think of zombie films like The Zombie film, this is basically it.
Also, I like the
start.
premise that it was radiation from a satellite from another planet. It's not completely far-fetched.
No, I mean, they came up with their storyline excuse, and they stuck with it, and that's
Yeah,
kind
but
of
it
all you
wasn't
need.
just like a gas leak or toxic waste or
Toxic waste.
welcome
is a
to
classic.
a what are those called? They use
Virus?
uranium and nuclear power plants.
Oh, okay.
And they're just like
Nuclear
radiation causes this. No,
radiation.
radiation causes fucking cancer.
It does? I thought it gave you superpowers like the Hulk.
That's gamma rays. It's not nuclear. It's
Gamma
different.
radiation. It's a form of radiation.
It's different though.
Yes, because it makes you a superhero, not dead.
Not always.
Yes, it does.
You have to be a very specific human being for that.
It did it for
Specific genetic makeup.
the Hulk. Yeah,
That's why it doesn't work on everybody.
it could work on other people.
Do you really want to be a Hulk?
I could be a superhero.
I personally would much rather be an X-Man than a Hulk. I have bad enough temper as it is.
I suppose.
If you're gonna make me choose between Storm, Rogue, Jean Grey, and the Hulk, I'm going with one of those 3.
Okay.
I mean, or if we're really gonna talk toxic waste,
Toxic Avenger.
Sign me up to be Poison Ivy. Bring it to me.
Yes, I know you love for Poison Ivy. But radiation, yeah, that's a
But it's radiation
A
from
good
another
plot.
planet. It's
Yeah.
plausible because we have no fucking clue what other planets, are like as
gaseous
I mean,
and
sometimes
dead.
you have no idea what that kind of stuff could have as an effect on the human
It's
body.
space. It's just bullshit they made up to give us the story.
Right, but the space logic is the unknown. There could be organisms out there in the world that could affect us in that matter. We don't know because we haven't been there yet. We don't know.
We don't know.
Hopefully we won't be stupid enough to find out. Likelihood is we're not stupid enough. We're not smart enough to get that far. Either an alien race is going to come and be kind to us, or an alien race is going to come and dominate us. And then we're all going to
I
die.
don't think they'd be kind if they came here.
But you never know.
They could be like us.
They could be like, shit. What's that race called? In, Stargate. Not the Goa'uld, the other one.
A lot of races in Stargate.
No, the one main one that we went looking for besides the Goa'uld. The one that had the Norse symbols.
Asgard.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if it was actually called Asgard or not.
The Asgard. They're called the Asgard. And it's got little Thor, little gray men.
Right.
Yeah.
They could be like them. They were nice.
A benevolent species, yes.
Yeah.
Possible. But we're probably never going to find out due
Yeah,
to
not in our lifetime.
our known knowledge of physics and how it works and how vast space is.
And how dipshittery we are at being kind to people that we don't know anything about. Or look different than us.
Yeah.
And that's a standard across the globe. It's not even just Americans. Yeah, we're not known for being kind on this planet. Anyway, this movie was very well done. I think it was a fantastic origin story for zombies.
Mm-hmm.
I can see how a lot of the other movies spread off from it.
Intense for the time period as well in the 60s. You saw some stuff then that a lot of people didn't see.
Although, I can also understand the logic of it being a virus, as you said.
Yes.
Because that whole Resident Evil thing. But I feel like that, if it's going to happen in our lifetime, it's going to be because of a virus, then it will be because of radiation.
Most likely a virus. Yeah.
So. But all in all, I think it was a great movie. There were a couple moments that got me. There were a couple moments that I'm like, you're being stupid, but you're not being stupid. But didn't they also say that if you get bitten, you're more likely to turn into one of those things? And you knew damn well that your kid got bit. Maybe they didn't say that and I just heard it or thought I heard it, but I could swear that I heard it.
I thought I heard it too, but...
And your kid got bit.
But their kid is special. You're not special. I'm special. I got bit 5 minutes ago and I feel...
Shh, don't Brita this.
By the way, if you watch Community, there's a great zombie episode in season 2 for Halloween.
It is the second Halloween episode.
Highly recommend.
Yes, especially if you like ABBA. Yeah. The Night of the Living Dead, definite thumbs up.
Yes.
Definitely approved.
This also had a remake done, like 1990 or so. And it's a very well done remake.
Okay.
I would definitely recommend that as well, if you wanted to watch
Who did the
an
remake?
updated version of this. Actually, it was directed by Tom Savini.
Okay, I know that name, but you're gonna have to remind me where from.
Very well known makeup artist in horror. He did makeup for Friday the 13th.
Okay.
He's done makeup for Dawn of the Dead. And also in From Dusk Till Dawn, Sex Machine.
The one with the pistol at his dick?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, he's also a Pittsburgh native as well.
Oh, so that's why this movie has a special place in his heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's a very well done remake. The Barbara characters is done much better.
Well, yeah, because it's not the 60s where everybody,
Yeah.
I have to give her the credit that she was a product of a time where at the time, women were still coming into their own and they weren't really, they were still relying on men for a lot of things that nowadays we definitely don't.
And this one had a very political type ending too, which really wasn't Romero's
Yeah,
intention.
I wasn't sure if that was intended or not, but the black dude definitely got shot by the large group of white men.
He was just auditioning people and he just happened to give the best audition. And that's who we cast it. It was like purely unintentional, the whole political message you got from this film. It's also another thing it's very well known for. So.
Yeah. Well, as long as the actor was okay with it.
Yeah, he was a great actor. He was great.
I meant the actor was okay with the storyline and not just he was the only black man who got shot.
Hey, he got to last throughout the whole film. He was the main star.
He did, and he did a great job. I loved his "You're gonna listen to me, and that's fucking final."
Yeah. And what happened does provide a great ending. It makes you think, and it really
his
sticks
plan
the story.
too. If they
with a big
hadn't
conclusion.
been stupid about the gas,
Yeah,
that would have fucking worked.
it would have.
Like, the only thing I don't like about that is they didn't just take the gas can then and turn it into a flamethrower and flame all the little zombies, because that also would have worked.
It would have been quite amusing.
And you were standing right there. And it was right there. And there was fire already there. Anyway, great movie. Great setup.
The original classic that changed the face of horror.
Oh, it definitely changed the face of horror. I still don't like that there was a child involved. That will and forever bug me. I don't like children being involved in atrocities. I'm never going to.
That's what makes it more horrific, but there are always people that will, no matter knowing how much of a story it is, how fake it is, it'll always get to them just because the act of seeing it and hearing it will get them. Just like there are people, when they see animals and such, get hurt in a horror film. They can eviscerate the shit out of any normal person, fine. You harm one little dog, and then they blow their fucking minds.
Because dogs are the epitome of pure goodness.
That's true. But yeah.
How do you not get upset about that?
Just as an example, there are things that are always gonna get to people, certain people in movies.
That's true.
Just
I
the
mean,
point
like,
I'm illustrating.
It doesn't get
Nothing
to me.
gets to me, unfortunately, so much because I've lost.
He's not a woman.
I've lost all my sensitivity with this stuff. I've seen it too much, too often, and I know it's all fake. Fakeness, it doesn't do anything to me. If I saw something for real, though, it would get to me in a way where just watching movies doesn't. So, and that's okay if people aren't comfortable with seeing certain things, you know.
I don't want to be comfortable with that sort of thing. I want to be at the point where I'm functional but not happy about it. Like I don't want to get to a point where I'm just desensitized. Movies, yes. But the real thing, I don't ever want to be completely
always want to have
desensitized
your
to it.
compassion.
Like there was
and
a few weeks
for real.
ago or days ago, I don't remember exactly when it popped up, but there was a thing that went around on Facebook or something about a guy who, I don't remember if it was his daughter or his niece that was molested, but a guy molested a 2-year-old, I want to say.
Fuck.
And this person's uncle or father, or I don't remember if it was an uncle or father, a close family friend, kidnapped the molester, tied him to a pole, and whipped him till he was dead.
That's for a jury trial. They were quit.
So...
It's called jury nullification. That means when you're a jury, you can decide not to prosecute, even if they did break the letter of the law.
That shit rarely happens in a molestation case. I don't know what happened, if the guy was tried at all. I do know that this other person just came in and definitely tied him to a pole and whipped him till he was dead. And while I understand, there's video of that.
Oh.
He filmed the whole thing and turned himself in after. He says, like, you know, you can put me away, it's fine.
Well,
I don't ever need to see that video.
yeah, he turned himself in. Okay.
I mean,
he knew what he was doing, and he made a choice.
I understand everything he did and why. I just don't ever need to see that. Nope.
No, there are certain real things you don't need to see. There are films where they have filmed, like, real things. Like Cannibal Holocaust is one of those infamous ones where they had actual filming of animals being killed. But they ate them. They ate them after they killed them. But it's still something that people, when they know about it,
Yeah,
don't
that's a
want to
movie
watch.
I'd really appreciate if you never showed me. I don't know that I can handle that one. There was a time when they were showing it on the last drive-in, and
They actually gave a warning for that one because of that.
yeah, that's one of the
Beforehand.
few nights he's like, I don't want you to watch with me. Because I couldn't handle it. I believe right after that was One Cut of the Dead. I think that was the same night.
It might have been.
That one I came down for. It's a great movie.
One Cut of the
We've gone over
Dead's
it.
fantastic.
If you like zombie movies and you like comedy, you definitely need to watch that.
Watch it. Don't look beforehand what happens.
No, do not. It will ruin everything.
Watch at least the first half hour to 40 minutes, and then you'll see where it's really ultimately gonna show its brilliance as a movie.
But you really have to.
And it's worth it.
Great little movie. It was a wonderful little surprise. But
some zombie films are like that. Other ones, they can be fun comedies, or they could do the serious route. Like this was just the granddaddy of them all.
Yeah, this was had to go serious because it was the first time.
For the most part, yeah.
You can't have the first time of a new branch of horror being a parody or something funny. It'll never be taken seriously. You have to do the serious first and make it stupid after.
Yeah. But this one, great. We love it. Highly recommend it. It's public domain. It's free. You can find it anywhere. Find it on YouTube. It's for free. You can just download it on any place.
And it's
if you haven't seen it, well, if you have seen it, people were watching this with us because we watched the whole thing.
That's true.
But watch it again without our bullshit if you want to watch it again.
Without our bullshit.
Because it's one that can be watched every so often again.
And won't have a liquid death commercial.
Doesn't really lose its luster, so.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
This is one I could definitely handle watching again.
All right, so.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for watching this with us, the whole thing, and sticking with us. And
crazy shenanigans.
We
and
look.
Opinions.
Yes, we look forward to having you for our next reaction video, whatever that may be. And well, until then, we'll see you then.
Next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.